today's vlog is gonna be about getting the work done. You gotta do the work. No matter what you're trying to accomplish, whatever your goal is, whatever your dream is, you gotta do the work. And I think it's the most important part. You can have the greatest idea of the world, but if you don't have execution and the hard work in you, you're never gonna accomplish anything. So today's plan is we've got to measure some doors, got to clean out some units. Actually, no, we don't have to do any of that because this facility is all ripe and ready to go. But in reality, we do have some deferred maintenance that we need to take care of. I need to order some new signs, and also I need to follow up with some of the tenants who have moved out. See that unit right there? That one. Advised me yesterday that they moved out and they left the unit in disarray. So we got to double check to see if they properly cleaned out the unit. Called the tenant. They said that they were, but I've discovered in the self-storage business, people are a bunch of filthy liars. Let's take a look here. It appears they have not cleaned out the unit, which means two things. Either I'm going to charge them a clean out fee, or they're going to clean it out, or I'm going to clean it out and give away all the toys, I guess. Because they've essentially abandoned the storage unit, which is frustrating. Because I can't clean out, or I can't rent out dirty units. It's just not acceptable. It's not acceptable in our world. Now, you might be wondering, why do we have shipping containers at our storage facility? Well, a couple years ago, we rented all of these storage units, and I still had a bunch of tenants that wanted more storage. So it was the fastest solution to adding additional storage to our facility that we could literally produce in a matter of a week. So spent a bunch of money on containers. We spent a bunch of money on containers to essentially fulfill that need, and it was super fast. I haven't painted them yet, but I keep calling them my ugly units, and people, for whatever reason, they just love them. And they're watertight, weather resistant, they've got all these benefits. I mean, the only downside to them is they're ugly and the doors sometimes are difficult to open. But we bought used containers, but they've been full for like majority of the time that we've had them, and it's been a great inexpensive addition to be able to add square footage to our facility without having to do dirt work, concrete work, and erect a building. Because instead of like $2,200 per container, it would be like $50,000 to build a whole nother building. And we didn't have time to do that. That would have taken 6 to 9 months. We don't have that time. The tenants needed the units now, not tomorrow, not in a week from here, not a month from now. Now. Hello? What's up? How can I help you? If you open a business, just be aware that you're going to get 8,000 spam calls. I get ones about Medicare. I mean, I have gray hair, but I'm not that old. Yet. So yesterday, on the daily vlog, I advised I was going to be uploading our content to YouTube, but also to X. And I wanted to give you kind of an overview on that whole process so far. Uploading it speed-wise, I literally uploaded the same video to YouTube, and then I uploaded the same video to X. And it took exactly the same amount of time, which is a great sign. It was a 1080p video, 13-minute long rant about all the things that we're doing and trying to grow our audience, grow our influence to help motivate and inspire people to take action and chase their dreams. Now, the big reveal. In order to post on X, like a long form video, you had to be like a premium subscriber to their platform. And surprisingly enough, yesterday it was like $168 a year to be one of the premium members. You could be able to upload, you know, up to 4 hours worth of content and all these benefits. You get access to certain things, which is great. I'm willing to support. But then today I log in to pay for this $168, which I was prepared to pay. They had a 40% off discount, which was awesome. So it saved us about 60 bucks. And we're able to now add that content, our daily vlogs, the educational stuff, the inspirational stuff, the travel adventure stuff onto X, which is incredible. Now, what is the downside? The downside is you have to pay to play. And it's one of those things that might turn people off. I mean, you no longer get to be a free content creator like you do on YouTube. And does that bother me? No, because you got some skin in the game. It's like, this sounds horrible, but like, the reason why you get to vote in the United States is because you're a citizen. You have you have an invested interest on the people who you want to be the CEO of your country. When you put up a dollar amount, you have invested interest. It's much more difficult to give up on your dream when you don't have to fork out any cash. And what I mean by, like, you have an invested interest. Now, there was a saying that we used to say that either money or death would change people's behavior. And I agree. If someone is an habitual speeder, racing down the highway, the two things that are going to change their attitude about it is either a ticket or death. And you try and catch them, you know, and give them the ticket before they die or they kill someone. Now, that's maybe too vulgar and too over the top, but I think it's a justifiable explanation on why, if you're going to invest just $100 in the premium package to be able to upload content to a platform that is sending 8 billion viewers to video, I think it's a good investment. It's like our storage buildings. It's like our shipping containers. It's like our storage businesses. It's whatever you put into it, whatever work you put into it, you're going to get a return. And usually that return is pretty good. Now, today's plan of action is pretty simple. I've got to get organized. Like, the new year is upon us. We've got holidays, we've got birthdays, we've got all of these things going on. We're purchasing another storage facility, and I need to get organized. The last like 4 weeks have been just a cluster, a rat's nest of chaos. And I've got a couple days before we head up to Cochrane, Georgia to celebrate Thanksgiving with our family and our other RV partners. So I got to get organized. I got to start advertising for the Langley lockup storage. I've got to order some new signs for West Wiggum, and I need to get everything. We need to map it all out, specifically for the new year, because when the new year hits, God, we're going to hit the ground running. Not running, sprinting. No, we're going to be ultra marathoning. Literally, I'll be on New Year's Day, I'll be continuously running 100 miles. God, that's a loud train. So that's